so Hal is showing me, I'll zoom up on that, there's river rock right there. So there must have been something coming in through this way. He's just going over the top of it right now. Here comes another load for the dam. Lake's going to go all the way to the back there. This is going to be quite a sight. This is quite a view from the other end of the lake, and I'm not all the way back here, but the drop of this thing is really interesting. It's going to be pretty deep, son of a gun, when he starts skimming this thing back. It's going to be quite a thrill to watch this fill up. There's a pile we got to burn. Boy, that's a big duder. It's just gotten bigger too, I see. I went up to the house and made the guys a big pot of vegetable soup, and we just finished eating it. There's the roadway we built. Kind of covered over with bush manure and lambs and leaves. Here he comes back for another scoop. Something to watch. So when you stand up here and you see how deep down that is, how far that drops, and the dam is only going to be 10 feet tall, it's hard for me to conceive at this point in time the shoreline. This water seeks its own level, but something's going to happen. That's for sure. Tripod. It won't be when you do it yourself. Well, this is what's happened since yesterday. There's the road. No, that's the road and the levee, or the dike, or whatever. Cat's right down in there. If you can see what's going on. Right through here. Great big pile right back here. I'll walk back there down the road is being burnt. I'm exhausted. I'm going to shut it off and take you on down. Get a better shot of this whole thing. That cat is really moving a lot of dirt. This area right here is behind the stalls. There's a Baking's paddock out back. And we got just about everything in here picked up last night. Hal and I worked our buns off till we could hardly move, and then we had to go over to Mickey's to move horses. We got this whole hillside cleaned up. We worked our fannies off, and right down there is the last of the fire. And then here's the dam that's being built. The same view, and I'm getting a little different shot here. I'll move forward. There's another shot, and there's a pipe almost all disappeared, and there's the roadway way over on the other side alongside that fence. Now we're going to take this road right here, which is the dam side, and we're going to put a road all the way across over there, all the way around, way over by the fences there, over to where the water will be coming in. There's Hal's fire. We'll go down there and get the shot. Get all this stuff. This little area right here. We're getting this all cleaned up. There's some more that's got to be hauled in yet. Oh, we got a lot of work to do. But this is going to be very pretty park-like in here when we get it all done. This is all going to be graded down and banked for us. And I'll shut off now. We'll go down and see Hal. Over to find Hal, and I can't find him. But I have to go listen for him. There's the huge pile. That thing was high. I started 3 fires. I started one way over here. You can see that fire. There's Hal back there. I started that one first, had to keep feeding and feeding. We got quite a wind today, and boy, are we lucky it's a burn day. I started that fire right in the center there, and that one was the third one that I started. Boy, that thing was really roaring when I left. I'm going to shut off now and go down at the other end and take a shot from the far south side of the lake. Right through here is the water path. That was a horse's path, but the water comes right down through here, and it comes right across here. We're going to dig a ditch right in here where the natural path goes, because that's going to be a roadway right there. There's a roadway that's going to hug those fences right along there. The water goes into the lake right here. So we're going to pick up some culvert. See, there's the big fire right over there that we're burning. And he's going to smooth out those banks really good. Boy, he's doing a great job. That fellow that's driving the cat is someone out of our past. It's Carol Dick's son, Greg Dix. Carol Dix was probably my mom's closest friend, she and Helen Kapler. So this is where the water's going to be coming in. Probably going to have to put culverts right along here too, because the water really comes off this back watershed here, this hillside right here. Coming up right in here is an area that Carol and I would like to build a house on someday. The county said we can't, but since the second coming isn't too far away, I'm sure the Lord will let us build one there. This is Thursday. I think it's October the 5th. And this is the third day on this beautiful lake, and it's almost done. He's got to build a roadway. That's the levee right there, and he's taking this dirt and he's going to shove it right over here. There's the biggest tree we've ever had in the farm. Had to cut down because it was rotten in the center and it died. He's building the roadway, and it's going to go right over. There's a big pile that's got to be moved. And it's going to connect right here to this roadway that we built, oh golly, 16 years ago, 15 years ago. It goes right there. It goes all the way to the back to that home site up there. Moving down this side of the lake. We're going to have to dig 2 trenches with the backhoe right through there and set some culvert. We've got to get 2 more culvert, because right through here we have an awful lot of water that comes off of this back shed. And we're going to stick those culvert and let it pop right out into the lake, right in here. But there that baby is. Isn't that beautiful? Now that roadway right there from this levee right here goes all the way around now. It's got those edges all skinned down. I'll move over so we can get a whole scope of this thing. Pretty big. Darn near the length of a football field. And of course, it's about 70-some degrees today. It's supposed to rain. The sun's out. You see the smoke from that huge pile, and there's the beautiful trees that totally surround this thing. I hope it doesn't run over me. Observing the mark he's leaving. One heck of a hole in the ground. Some mark, huh? Hardly wait. Greg just split those. this is from the roadway going to the back. And there's all the debris from that stump. Take a look at that. Now he's going to take that, shove it over, and we'll just have another pile to burn. Oh boy, it's taking a lot of dirt with it too. We sure as heck don't need all that dirt. There it goes, right across the road. It's going to keep right on going with it, I think, right out into the field. Oh, we'll dump that debris right in there, but we're going to have to get that out of there because that's where the water comes down through. See, he's got to build that road. He's got to take that right in through there, and we're going to bring it right on out. So that's what he's doing now. We're going to move all of this stuff right out in here. See those stumps over there? We got about 6 or 7 stumps in there that we're going to push over. Well, for goodness sakes, I left this thing on the whole time we were walking back here. I'll bet that was an interesting shot. Okay, we're at the far south end of this thing. There, Harold's got his gate valve. Let's go up here a little bit. There's his gate valve, his little red gate valve right on top of that whole thing. This picture looks blurry. I hope it's filming okay. And we'll zoom out. There's the shoreline on the west side of the lake. My golly, it's darn near. Have to step this thing off. It's darn near the length of a football field. There's that humongous pile we're burning. Boy, I tell you, I worked my buns off on that pile, and so is Harold. That's a big pile of a lot of stuff. The water's going to be coming in. And we've got some culverts to put in down here, too, to keep the ground from flooding like it normally did. It's quite a shot, isn't it? Look at the size of that thing. Beautifully done, and here's that monstrous pile. Really burning good. More land clearing. We got this pretty well cleared up except for that one brush pile right there. And we've got trees to plant in here and make it park-like. Cut several small trees out of here. Of course, it's all going to be park-like where that big pile's burning. Cleared in here, this was pretty brushy. I'll show you what it looked like. Got this all cleared yesterday. It all looked like this right in here. See this mess right in here? We've got all that to clean up and make it park-like yet, but we'll get her done. Battery's blinking at me. So there goes that stuff across the road. Tell you, there's the height ambition, old, as the boys would say, old Harold E. sitting there drinking his bio water. He's got some more wood to stack here. There's the bio water, and they drank 3/4 of that thing just now. Well, we've pretty much got things here. This big tree he's going to push over right there, and that'll clear that way. He's got the roadway all the way through now. And he's going to push this tree over. He's going to blade that down a little bit, and then we go to the house for the pool. This is the area for the recreation. And the cat is down walking in front of the barn right now. And Hal is measuring because this is where the pool's going to be. Okay, I'll be right there. He wants me over there to help. So, let's see, right over in that area is going to be the tennis court. Back in the back is going to be the cabana. And right in here is where the swimming pool is going to be. My battery is saying kapooty pooty, but it's still running film, so. Well, I don't know how long this battery's going to work, but here we go. It's going in. We got it all staked off over there. And here he goes in for this first scoop, but I hope I'm still moving. juice up there. He's really digging a hole now. Kind of interesting, this oil hole just gets deeper and deeper. This soil up here is red, and the soil down in the woods is all beautiful black. Man, I think we're going to have a little bit of dirt in here to get rid of. Holy cow.